Hey everybody, it's JJ. It's Tuesday on the Breakfast Club. I am back home in Texas. I'm in a different room, obviously. Um, my internet's been sketchy, so I don't know how soon I can get this uploaded, but I will try to as soon as possible. Um, so, in light of Friday's video, and in light of Milo's fat shaming, fat acceptance um, tweet, I wanted to talk about fat shaming and the problem I see with it. So, I'm very against fat shaming, and basically what happened was Milo Yiannopoulos made a tweet where he was like, sorry guys, a study by UCLA shows that fat shaming is actually helpful in curbing the obesity epidemic, which was weird because the study he linked actually completely refuted that claim and was like, similar to smoking, if you stigmatize someone who is fat and attack who they are as a person, then you're less likely to be able to help the situation or problem or whatever. So there's that. I'm in agreement. I feel like it's common sense that most people, human nature is a very defensive one. If you criticize how they are, and if you criticize how they look, um, especially if you criticize how they look, because a lot of people who fat shame obviously are not like, oh, maybe you shouldn't eat this food, you should eat this food. They're more like, oh, you look fat, which is like so not helpful in any capacity, in my opinion. Yeah, so if you criticize how someone looks or who they are as a person, you're probably not going to get through to them. Their defense mechanisms are probably just going to like shoot up because like you're hurting them. And it is a hurtful thing to say, especially because, fat equals bad generally in our society. That's how, especially when it comes to conventional attractiveness, it's not a very nice thing to say to people. I can't understand why bullying is the way that to get anything done, especially if it's something so personal and so involved and so connected to someone's self-image. How bullying is going to change anything. Now, it's also frustrating because a lot of people who maybe are not making healthy life choices, who happened to be a victim of some of this fat shaming, might use food as an empowering tool or use fat as an empowering tool, which is fine if someone's proud of their body, that's whatever. But a lot of people will be like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to eat this extra fast food just to spite you. And that happens a lot, and I feel like that happens like in every facet of life. Like, for example, if you say, hey, this is offensive, you shouldn't say that, and the person's going to go, well, now I'm going to say it a million times just because you're telling me not to. It's a fuck you to, society. So it just, no matter what kind of person you run into, usually fat shaming is not going to help the problem. Another part of the issue, I think, is that someone's body is not necessarily indicative of their health. Like, you really don't know what's going on with them. You're not their doctor. And there are a lot of, thinner people I know who have a shitty ass lifestyle, who smoke, who drink constantly, who eat shit food, who never work out, but they have a fast metabolism. And I know some bigger people who are the opposite, who have a great lifestyle, and their body just holds on to fat more easily. And that's just how it is. So things that are important to take into consideration are the effectiveness of your words and what problem are you trying to fix. A lot of people argue like obesity can't be natural, blah blah blah. I'm of the opinion that if you are eating well and eating what you're supposed to be eating and exercising at least, every once in a while and walking and stuff like that, then your body is going to go to a set weight, a weight that your body feels comfortable at. It's kind of like your body's default weight. So where if you're like being really healthy most of the time, that's where your body's going to go. And so I think the goal is to just change your lifestyle into being that rather than looking at a number and trying to lose pounds, because that just leads into a whole nother realm of, you know, hating your body and then developing disordered eating or disordered habits like over exercising and becoming obsessed with the number of the scale and the calories that you eat rather than actually trying to be healthy. So I think that's important. One of the biggest things that helped me in my, fitness life as I was recovering from eating problems was developing fitness related goals that had nothing to do with calories or weight. And I think that's something that should be kind of encouraged, because it's like, it doesn't attack who someone is as a person. It doesn't make any implications about how attractive they are, because I don't think that's the problem. The problem is public health. For example, someone could be like, oh, I want to be able to drink a gallon of water a day, every day, or 2 gallons, or I want to be able to run a mile in under 10 minutes, or I want to cut out fast food completely, or drinking completely, or smoking completely. Like, those are some awesome health goals that have nothing to do with your weight. And if there are things that are contributing to your weight, then your weight's just going to follow suit. I think the important thing is to not push people into an uncomfortable place of defensiveness or self-hatred, or intentionally being unhealthy just to spite others. I don't know. Those are just kind of some of the things going through my head. I don't think fat shaming is helpful, ever. What are your thoughts? Please comment them down below or make a response video. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Dealing and Cole, you are up next. Bye!